Hello everyone. Well, it's Muppet Update. I am here to show you the progress on my first Muppet that I have chosen to be working on. If you remember last week, I showed you this wonderful book put out by Drew Hill. It has 16 of the Muppet characters there. And I am currently working on, where is he? There he is, right there, Dog. So let me show you what all I have. Oh, that's not Dog. Excuse me. That's not Dog. Here's Dog. There he is. I am currently working on him. Now I'm not as far along as I was hoping to be, but I can show you the pieces that I have worked on. And yes. So these are his little hands and arms, and I wanted to show you, look, we got his little thumb there. And the only tricky thing is that what was not told to me here is that if I had not paid attention, I would have had two right hands or left hands. So I did have to be careful as to where I folded the top to sew it together. So that is one little hint that I would give you if you pick up the book. Just make sure that now I haven't read the other patterns, so I really don't know, but especially here for Ralph the dog, you do need to be careful how you close off the hands so that your thumbs are in the opposite direction. I call them thumbs. It's probably the dew claw, Anyway, so I do have two of those. I did get the head and mouth finished, and this is the little back piece for the head. Now, I will tell you that by following the pattern for the little cap to come this direction and placing it where it says it needs to be placed before I stitch it, I have all this, well, maybe not as much as I thought. Well, I swanny folks, when I was putting it on just the other day, I'll probably have to take care of that right there where I stitch it. I had all this bulk in the back, but maybe I can take care of that, and it's not. Now, looky there, that's looking a little bit better than what it was before. Yes. Oh, excuse me. I have it upside. No, I do. I have it the right way, because this is the top. Of course, you see more of the top of the face than the bottom. So, and it's going to take a little bit of shaping, because you're not supposed to let the mouth poke out. But I'm sure by the time the eyes get on there and I stitch the little headpiece to go around the face on there, everything will come together. Now, it's said to use, folks, felt for the white part of the eye, and to use, the plastic eyes. I don't use those anymore. I will either crochet the eyes or I will embroider them on. But since this is such a small area here, I played around a little bit. I didn't like the embroidery. I just couldn't get it right. And most of the time, it's either going to work or it's not going to work. So what I did was I went ahead and crocheted a couple of rounds for the eye, and I made just a little piece there so the eye will fit right there. And he is much happier with the crocheted eye, because he didn't like that idea of the felt being anywhere around his nose, because he was afraid it was going to tickle him and make him sneeze all the time. Is that not silly? I mean, I don't even have his nose on here yet, and he's already talking about sneezing. So he was much happier with the crocheted eyes, the white part and everything. So I have two of those. They'll be ready to go here. And folks, speaking of the nose, look how cute this little nose is. Look at that little nose. It just barely fits on the end of my thumb, so it's going to go right there. Look at that. I can't even get it on there enough for y'all to see it. But look at that little bitty nose sticking out there. Isn't that going to be cute? It's hard for you to see. Look at that. It's going to go right there, and then his eyeballs on top of it. I am so happy, let me tell you. Now, I do have his ears completed. Everything's done in sets of two. So here's going to be one little ear. And there's going to be the other little ear. So I really, if I'd have looked at it a little more, I would have liked for them to have been longer. In fact, I might just go back because whenever you look at the picture here, it shows them to be much longer. But when you crochet them, they're not. So I may just go back, and this is only crocheted across the top here. So I may go back and add a few more rows just so that he looks a little more, number one, like the picture, but two, what I remember dog looking like. So, but that's just me. And, we have the creative right to make little adjustments if we need to. And so that's what I'm going to do. But like I said, I was really hoping to be a lot further along, but we all know life sometimes just gets into the way of our crocheting time, and that's what happened to me this week. But anyway, like I said, that's as far as I have been able to progress on him. So definitely next week you will see Ralph the dog completed. And little backstory. Remember, I told you last week that we were talking about a little accessory, and so I told him I'd make him a scarf. Well, maroon and white, folks, are my colors for two reasons. One is we are a Texas A&M family. I mean, yeah, we bleed maroon. The other reason is the school in which I retired from, Bront, Texas. We are the Texas Longhorns. Bront Longhorns. And our colors are maroon and white because a little backstory on that. The families that were part of establishing Bront and bringing a school system there, they chose maroon and white because most of them were Aggies themselves. Isn't that cool? So anyhow, that's why I wanted to make him a little maroon and white scarf, to wear. And I thought that would just look so cute, make him a little Aggie dog. Well, he has already informed me that he will wear the scarf once he is finished, and I get to show you him in his completed form. And yes, he will wear my scarf with the school colors that I choose. But he has already spied a variegated, or really a stripe yarn that I have over there that he has just fallen in love with, and he wants his official scarf whenever I get ready to set him up on a shelf or wherever I'm going to put him and the rest of the gang. He has decided that that is the scarf that he wants to wear. So, yes, already they are arguing with me, but what can I say? You got to do what you got to do. And so I have been willing to compromise. I will make two scarves, one that will be my maroon and white, and the one that he wishes, but I'll save that as a surprise to you next week. Anyway, but the other exciting piece of news I have with you concerning the Muppets is I finally got in the right shade of yarn that I needed to start on KERMIT. So, what do you think, folks? You think that's pretty close? I do. I think that's almost a perfect match. Now, I finally found the color that I wanted. It's put out by Red Heart with Love. Excuse me. And the color it comes in is papaya. So that will be the color that Mr. Kermit will be made up in. And so I am so excited to get started on him, but only after I'm through with Ralph the dog over here. So that's all I have for you for this week. But I want you to know that, like I said, I tried to get him finished. I really did, folks. But life just sometimes gets in the way. You know what I mean? So anyhow, I do hope that you'll be back next week to see the finished product of Ralph. And if people will just leave me alone and let me do what it is I want to do, I might have Kermit finished to go along with him. But no promises, okay? I'm not going to put that pressure on myself. But anyway, let's just wait and see, okay? So thank you so much for being here. You know, I always appreciate your time. So if you don't mind, be sure that you hit that like button on your way out if you didn't hit it on the way in. And if you're new to my channel, I just want to say welcome in and thank you so much for stopping by. Please hit that subscribe button and also hit the bell that has those cute little hugs on the side because it'll always let you know when I upload content, especially if you want to hang around and see me crochet up all the Muppet Gang. So until next time, folks, please always remember, be the light out there in the darkness for someone today because you never know. Could be your shining light that they are waiting to see. I love you guys, and once again, thanks. See you out there on the YouTube streets. Bye.